seasonal release craft beer from the Heartland, brewed in Fargo, North Dakota. Jesus Christ, put that down. We've got a special thing going on today, guys. We're reviewing Mighty Red Imperial Red Ale. Like I said right at the very couple seconds in the beginning, it's a seasonal release. I think they said, I know they said they released it last year. I don't know if they said they released it the year before or not. But I'm pretty excited to try this out. Let's check it out. Ooh.
Anybody else come out with a little bit of foam? I guess it was just me since I just cracked it out of the I don't know what you call that, case carrier thing.
The 6-pack deal?
Yeah. It's different than most, though. I mean, it's not the plastic one. That's what my point is.
Yeah, well, it is plastic. What we're talking about, we've got Fargo Brewing Company. I'm sure some of you have heard of them. They've been around for, I want to say, 6 or 7 years now.
Really?
Yeah. No, I just found that out because I think their thing says like 2010 or something when they started. And actually, I used to think they were all just like nothing but hype. Everybody's like, oh, Fargo Brewing Company, it's all hype. It's like, oh no, they're just a little established because they've been around for like 6 years now. So, I mean, that's kind of cool.
They moved right next door to my old apartment sometime around 2013, I think. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they weren't there before I got there. And then they moved into like a warehouse building. I don't know what it was before, but moved in there and they just got a whole bunch of vats and all the other stuff that's important for brewing beer.
Yeah. So, back we were talking about the 6-pack plastic. You know how most 6-packs you get, they'll come in the, flimsy little clear plastic. You rip it off, throw the plastic away. Next thing you know, you're looking at something on TV. There's a seagull stuck in that thing or a fish. Well, these things are a little different. They actually attach to the rim of the beer, not on that angled ridge, but they actually attach right to the top, like a cap covering it.
Keep the dust out a bit.
Yeah, I don't think any dust can get in there. And they actually hold on pretty solid, and I think they're supposed to be reusable. You can just snap beer cans back in there.
And they're made out of 96% recycled contents.
Well, fuck, that's just good for the something.
For the world.
Environment.
For the environment, world, place.
The environment of beer drinkers.
That's the right kind of environment.
What's the IBUs on this again?
55.
It's on your can.
55? Oh, it is. Cool. It's
That's
kind of cool. They normally don't have that listed.
Yeah, it is cool.
I mean, I don't know about Fargo Brewing. I haven't had too many of their beers before, but...
I noticed they don't have their ingredients listed. I mean, how am I supposed to know how to make this and rip them off? I'm just kidding. Mine would probably suck.
Although I do have a beer making thing now.
I saw that. We'll have to give that a try.
We will.
We're going to make our own beer at some point, probably. And I suppose we'll have to review that. It's probably going to suck ass. Worse than anything else we've reviewed. But we'll stay hopeful. So I like this first taste. What do you guys think? I mean...
I don't mind it. I like a little more carbonation in my beers, but I don't know. Is this a regular ale thing?
It's
to not be so carbonated?
I think it's a regular craft thing to not be so carbonated.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the hops make up for it, because I really like IPAs.
Yeah. I was going to say, does the Imperial make it an IPA? Like, when it says Imperial Red Ale, does that mean it's more of an IPA/Red Ale? Is what I would assume. I'm going to try and look that one up here.
No, because Imperial isn't the I in IPA. That's
India
Pale Ale, and there's American Pale Ales, European ales. There's all these different pale ales. This is a red ale. I mean, it can still have plenty of hops, it says 55. It feels like a little more than that. To me, it's kind of like middle of the road between an IPA And
I want to look something up, but I can't do it on my computer yet.
really,
Why?
Just being slow.
wait
You're
till
gonna
the
have to
computer's
speak up
there.
because no one wants to hear you muttering in the background.
No muttering in the background.
I was trying to find something on my computer, but it's being
Are you
kinda slow
murmuring
right now.
bad things about Fargo Brewing Company? Because if you've got something bad to say, you say it out loud.
My computer sucks.
Your computer sucks.
I mean, does it suck you well, or
Really, Josh?
what? My computer's never
It's good
offered to
clean
suck
fun.
me.
It's good, clean fun.
Oh, like, it sucks you, you suck it. It's consensual.
No,
Oh,
it doesn't even get that far.
oh, okay.
It's just click, clacky, clack, clack, clack.
Click clacky, speak the fuck up.
Sure.
Sure. Okay.
While you're looking that up, let's what kind of beers do we prefer usually?
Why don't you start with that, Masha? What's your favorite beer first off?
Anything IPA.
You gotta pick a certain beer.
Oh fuck it, there's too many. If it says IPA, I like it.
What pops into your head, man?
Let me see.
Your go-to beer. You go into a bar. Bartender says, "What you gonna have?"
I ask if
What do
they
you
have
say?
IPA India Pale Ale from the Lakefront Brewery in Wisconsin.
That's specific as fuck.
Yeah, it's right there. See, I got it on my phone.
Oh, all right.
That's the one I've been stuck on that one. I like it.
What's your favorite?
As of now, yeah, as of right now.
What are the beers you usually drink? If it's not an IPA, what's your second go-to?
Oh Jesus. Well,
Just to go off that while he's thinking.
We'll let him
You guys
think.
keep trying to get me into IPAs, and I've tried more and more. And I don't mind citrusy IPAs, I would say, but I don't like the super. Well, it doesn't matter how strong the alcohol content is, but like how strong the flavor is. I don't mind that. So, I mean, that's what I don't necessarily like. Is a really strong bitter IPA.
That's kind of the main key behind IPAs, though.
I know, but there's like some that are like mellow enough and smooth enough that they're still good for those who don't traditionally like IPAs, I would say. I'm trying to broaden my horizons, and I don't mind some of them, but
That's fine.
that's what I've been liking lately. Anyways, the IPAs. If it's craft job, that's the first thing I look for on a menu. What do you have for IPAs?
That seems to be what a lot of people like to brew too. Is the IPA. You know, once they get a couple down, it's like, hey, let's make an IPA.
But I've been giving them. I don't know.
It's like an up and rising kind of beer because they haven't been that popular in the past.
I've been giving a few stouts and a few regular old ales or like a chance here and there. But anyway, that's my preference, IPAs. How about you, Galen? What do you like?
I'd have to go with mostly browns, blondes, ambers, just anything in that kind of a category. Because to me, they're all similar-ish. Like, I know they aren't all the same by any means. They're very, well, not that they're not very different from each other, but they're all somewhat similar, I would say. And different ambers have completely different ambers from themselves as well. But I mean,
Like
that's
a yellow
typically
amber
what I'll
and a
go
red
for.
amber.
Like right now, one of our last reviews, we had that trout.
Two
The
trout.
Lost Trout. That's the name
Lost
of it.
trout. Yeah.
And I was drinking that with my buddy the other day, and I gave it a 10 on our last review. But in all honesty, I think I'd have to back it off one number and give it a 9 because it's just a little.
Well, save that one
Burn.
for that review, man.
We can't.
I guess
back
what
off
I was
our
getting
ratings.
at though is I like a mellow tasting beer, like nothing too strong. But I mean, I definitely like the flavor in these. I don't like typical Bud Lights and Coors Lights, and I mean,
Galen's not a domestic man. He
No, I'm
likes his
not.
beer like he likes his women, non-domestic.
don't need none of that.
Personally, I think as far as the category goes, I usually like to stick with the porters and stouts as my favorite category, but I like to try them all. I will say the one exception to these rules is a strong citrus beer. I know if a person will give me a Bud Light Lime on tap, and only on tap, in can and bottle it sucks. But if it's on tap, I'll get that one every time, just because I hardly ever drink it, and man, it's fucking crisp. But I love them all. And if I can't have that, I'll probably go with something heavier.
This fucking the Mighty Red Imperial Red Ale is hitting the spot for me. Haven't had a beer in almost 24 hours. And I'm hungry and thirsty at the same time, so this is probably going to get a good review on that alone.
So
I think it's been.
That's all right, though.
I can't even think of the last time I had a beer. I think it was like a week.
Are you fucking serious?
holy shit!
Huh? I didn't have one at your place last night.
Yeah, I noticed.
I had a beer
Or did
just
we
like
have one in the middle of the week, maybe?
I
thought I went to your house one time and got a beer.
Wait,
in the
no,
middle of the week.
you had one at fucking 11 a.m.
Oh yeah, you're totally right.
At the
yeah.
Moorhead Billiards.
There was a frisbee golfing tournament that Marshall and I partook in, and it's kind of a fun thing. And sign up was at a bar, and well, typically whenever you go frolfing, doesn't matter what time it is, you have a beer or a few beers. And normally, I guess you don't go frolfing at 11 a.m., but it was the time we were going, and I felt like that's just the thing to do. So, I mean, I'm not a morning drinker typically, but
It worked,
that's what
though.
I do when I frolf.
It worked because you threw pretty well.
Kinda.
I was still on coffee at that time. I was surprised you were already drinking.
what was that you gotta tell us, Marshall, about that deal or something you found with Fargo Brewing Company?
Yeah, they got to buy one, get one pint of local beer. The offer expires 12/31/16. So,
But I bet they come out with new coupons after that. I mean,
Well,
you'll
no,
never get this offer again, he's saying.
no, it's pretty much almost a year you got to use this.
Oh, cool.
What is it, online, or you get this out of a fucking, I don't know if you got
Is that in like a catalog, it looks like?
Yeah, one of these coupon catalogs from around.
Just like a local advertising deal?
Yep.
That's kind of cool.
Fuck, I'm trying to look at what magazine it's coming out of, but I just got a picture of the coupon itself. You could probably Google it. Buy one, get one pint of local beer, Fargo Brewing Company.
That sounds awesome. You know, I've got to confess, I used to not think so much of Fargo Brewing Company because over the last 2 years I've just heard all this Fargo Brewing Company. It just seemed like a bunch of hype, and it was just, annoying, like all the hipster rage and whatever. And then I just found out that they've been around since I think it's 2010. So it's not hype about them. It's just that they've been established for a couple of years now, and obviously people talk about them because they like them. I can see why with this stuff. I like it.
I like how much they put out. That I can find it at.
I love it when people put out, yeah.
Well,
The beer.
yeah. I like that too. But I like how much they. Now you're fucking with my speech. You're taking words away from me. Now I cannot say put out.
Why not?
Well, I want to, but
You wanna put out?
I'm noticing when I put the words out that
It's okay if you want to put out.
A little bit, anyways.
no, we're keeping this fucking where it is.
All right.
Anyway, I like that I can go to most liquor stores around Fargo and find Fargo Brewing Company, Stone's Throw, and fucking other stuff. I wouldn't have tried this at all just because it, like, I don't know.
Because it's in a can.
Well, it says Mighty Red Imperial Red Ale. It doesn't say IPA. But now that I've tried it, yeah, I'd grab a sixer if we were gonna sit around and play some video games or whatever, something to fucking drink. Or maybe if it was fucking nicer weather and we could be out on the course throwing discs.
Dude, it was really nice weather. I mean, there's...
Your feet get pretty wet, though.
Yeah.
Like, it gets cold.
No, it gets
yeah.
cold and your feet get wet. Things are melting.
When we were playing this weekend, yeah, that was the first time I'd ever played in the snow. It was all right.
Oh, yeah, I need to go back and find my discs.
You lost your discs?
2 of them.
Yours
Good
and
going.
probably find like a dozen others.
Yeah. I got a free one, though, because someone was like, hey, you lost one? Well, here's one, because I was giving away discs to people that lost them, so.
That's cool.
You need to take that and put it over here.
Okay. Way better, sorry.
What the fuck?
The PS4 will. Oh.
So we're listening to some quiet music in the background. Hopefully you can't hear it, but we can because we get sick of listening to just ourselves.
Yeah, we like to hear music over breathing.
That's right. You don't get the courtesy of something else to listen to. You just have to stick with just us. Sucks to be you. But we get music.
But yeah, back to that fact I was checking on earlier when I couldn't get my computer to get what I wanted to do. But anyways, Imperial Red Ales. Typically,
You're
it's
gonna
like a
have
broad
to take that and
generalization.
put it in front of you and put this over here. Or here, I got it. Here, ready? Go.
This is a broad generalization, but typically it's a deep amber to dark copperish reddish brown. A small amount of chill haze is allowable at cold temperatures. Fruity ester aroma is medium. Hop aroma is intense, arising from any variety of hops. Medium to high caramel. Caramel malt character is present. So, and that's something
Galen
I
loves the
noticed,
meat.
too. You can kind of taste the caramel in it a little bit. Not like a typical caramel that you would like eat, but like a caramel malt.
He eats the tip of caramel.
And with that, I'm gonna try a little bit more, and you gotta notice the little subtle flavors with it because they're a little bit harder to notice, but they're good.
That's what I love about craft beers. I mean, whoever the hell's making it, we've got, they all want to make their own different beer, and they've all got something in mind. So you get all these subtle little flavors they're trying to express to the people drinking it, and a lot of times it pays off. Like, wow, that's fucking cool. They're like, yeah, you taste that maple nut? No. We'll taste it again. Oh, there it is. Holy shit.
Yeah, if you reading that over, it kind of made me realize this is honestly kind of a beer for everyone because
It's nice middle of the road.
well, I mean, it's kind of like a part IPA, part brownish ale, and it's also kind of darker as well. So I mean, I wouldn't say it completely appeals to someone who goes with a darker stout, but I mean, it's a middle ground beer, I would say, that everyone can enjoy just a little bit at least.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm actually kind of surprised at how fruity this one is. Like, you can taste the fruity contents of it. Like,
The color.
it's not sweet by any means, but
Are you sure it's just not like a reflective beer and it's just reflecting back your own fruitiness on you?
I'm pretty confident.
The color of the can wouldn't tell me that it's fruity at all.
It would tell me that it looks more like tea.
No, I don't mean fruity as in sweet and anything like an apple ale or anything
What the
like
fuck
that.
do you mean by
What kind
fruity?
of fruits are you talking about? Like
You can taste the citrus in it.
That okay?
That's what I mean by the fruit. Like, they call it fruity, so I just kind of want the same word, but
Well, I think of citrus when I think of fruit, and when I like if you closed your eyes and pictured fucking or had a color that came to your mind when you say citrus, what do you think
Yellow.
of? Yellow?
yellow and green.
Do you think of brown or dark red?
absolutely not. You
Me
think
neither.
of tree bark and fall leaves and
Coffee beans.
So if I saw this can like without tasting it beforehand or getting a review from somebody else, and I saw it on the shelf, I'd be kind of like, maybe I'll just go with this one.
I'm curious. It's got a little fish on the what is that? Fucking catfish?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's got a catfish on the can. It's named Mighty Red. I wonder if it's representative of the Red River or anything.
Ah,
That could be.
yeah. Get a lot of citrus in there.
There is catfish in the Red River, so
Anyhow, that's pretty cool.
interesting when you think about it that way.
They link it to the
By the way, speaking of
Red River,
catfish,
Mighty Red.
I was watching a video on Facebook not that long ago.
About a pedophile getting caught?
No,
Oh. Isn't that called like catfishing or something?
I have no idea. But anyways, you know how every once in a while you hear snakes eating something way bigger than what they should be, and they end up killing themselves because they ate something too big? Well, I don't know if this is what happened to that catfish, but this catfish eats like a perch or something like that, and it was literally like Like, it was like 2/3 of the size of the catfish. So the catfish was barely bigger than this other fish that it ate. And it was just insane, like, how it actually swallowed the whole thing. I mean, it didn't do it all in one bite, obviously.
Are you talking about in a tank?
Yeah.
I saw that too. That was fucking cool.
It was intense. I was like, it's not even spitting it back out. It just somehow made its belly super big. It kind of looked a little bit like one of them swans with the...
Those aren't swans.
It's not a swan.
A pelican.
Is that a pelican? Yeah, you're right, pelican.
It's a pelican!
Like, you know how they got that big...
It's like a swan with their big mouths that
I
get
was
too
completely
large.
wrong, you're right.
It was a pelican!
Yeah, like how a pelican does that thing with its beak and just carries it like that. It was kind of like that with the fish.
That's great. I just saw another thing on Facebook because that's where I see things.
That's where I see like 90% of what I see.
That's right. We're
Facebook.
Facebook. Yep. So there's all these people ice fishing right now. It's the middle of winter. This is North Dakota. People ice fish.
Is this going to lead into your story from this weekend?
We can lead into that later if you want.
Okay, I want to hear about it.
You want to hear about that? All right.
Anyhow,
I'll
carry on.
I'll save that for later. So there's this picture of this fish someone caught, and I've seen a couple of them. They cut open their fish and they see all these little small fish or whatever. This one, they cut open a fucking northern, and there was a duck inside of it. A northern had eaten a fucking duck.
Like a full-grown duck?
No, probably a baby duck.
Oh.
I mean, I couldn't tell. I don't think northerns get big enough to eat a full-grown duck.
Oh.
But I mean, you could clearly still see the fucking bill, the feet, the fluffiness, the feather. Well, the wet fluffiness because it was inside a slimy northern stomach. But I was like, holy fuck! I've never seen a northern eat. Well, not a fish.
Well, come on, like a half-grown duck.
I don't know how.
This duck was the size of a beer can?
Probably bigger
probably.
All right. I'm liking this.
Probably the size of a beer can.
Don't give me like an egg-sized duck.
No, it wasn't like. I don't think it was freshly hatched. It was a big fucking northern.
Okay, cool.
But so all you people with pet ducks, don't let them swim too deep. The northerns will get them. Because this wasn't a freak accident. This happens all the time, obviously.
As long as it wasn't a kitten or a puppy.
That's right. Next thing you know, the fish are eating puppies. Fucking fish.
Do you think like a baby chihuahua or a puppy chihuahua could?
Probably, honestly.
I mean, if they want to, why would you fucking want to?
And who would have their little puppy
chihuahua?
What kind of person would have their puppy chihuahua swimming in the fucking river or lake?
Especially at this time of year when the northerns are big enough to eat them.
Yeah.
It's too cold for that. You're gonna kill your pup. Fuck you. You don't deserve that puppy.
Yeah, fuck that shit. Who does it?
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to accuse you, listener, specifically. Maybe you don't have a chihuahua. Maybe you do, and you're not gonna put him in a lake because you're not a total dumbass.
Yeah, you Jenny out there with the fucking chihuahua.
Yeah, Jenny. You bitch. Who's Jenny?
I'm just making
Well, I just called her a bitch. I gotta know.
There's gotta be a Jenny out there somewhere, isn't there?
Listen, Jenny.
Anybody know anybody named Jenny? You ever heard Jenny before?
Oh yeah, I know Jenny. I've got an aunt Jenny. She's not really an aunt. She's my mom's best friend. So I call her Aunt Jenny.
Okay.
She's not a bitch. She doesn't have a chihuahua.
I'm sorry, Aunt Jenny.
Are you trying to get a generalization that everyone that owns a chihuahua now is a bitch?
Only if they put them in a fucking frozen lake. Go swimming for the northerns to eat you. Bye-bye, Fido.
I don't even like sticking my feet in the river sometimes. I'm fucking worried about that shit.
Yeah.
I've seen videos. The fucking fishes come up and grab shit.
Alright, so you wanted me to lead into my story from this weekend.
Oh.
Feet in the river. I got a call from my buddy a week ago. Said, hey, I just bought a snowmobile. I was like, great. I'll come over, we'll go snowmobiling this weekend. My first time snowmobiling. We get down on the river, it's the Goose River. If any of you people are from around here and know what that is, I'm sure most of you do, because I get the feeling most of our listeners are local. Anyway, so we're on the river, and it's the warmest fucking day in January. It got up to like 40 degrees. We're snowmobiling. We got a tube. We got a four-wheeler to follow with, just because there's 3 of us and we all want to participate. We're going along the river, and you can tell some spots are a little slushy. We get up to this spot under a bridge that, with a highway over it. So we go and check on it. You can feel your feet squish a little bit. It's about 3 inches of the ice turned to slush because of the heat and probably salt or whatever material's coming off the road, But we were told by someone ice fishing near that area that it was like 1.5 feet deep. So we were like, oh, that's fine. So we get across there. We're all good. Now we get up to this other area farther down the river, and there's branches hanging into the river, and we can see a little bit of standing water where the branches are. And I'm on the snowmobile at this point, leading the way. My buddy, who owns it, he's in the tube that I'm pulling him on. And I slowed down, and he's been out a couple more times, so he just waves like, keep going, keep going. I was like, oh, okay, he must think it's fine. Turns out he didn't see it, that there was standing water. So we weave through the branches and, past the water. We made it across just fine. And then he's like, holy fuck, I didn't realize that was there. Let's go back and look at it. And I'm like, okay. So we get close, and then we, get up and we start walking over. And I can see standing water where a branch is. And I'm
How far away was that from your tracks?
Oh fuck, we were no farther than 5 feet away from standing water at any time going through that little channel. But so I'm standing like 5 feet away from this open water. And my buddy's walking over. I'm like, wait, stop, shit, I'm right here. Go over there a little more. Don't come any closer to me. He's like, okay, chill out. So then I'm like, okay. So I'm looking at this water, and I start taking a couple steps closer, and holy fuck, there goes my leg. It just falls right in. My knee caught the ice a little bit when my leg went in. Like, it started to hold me, and then that went too. So all of a sudden, I'm laying on my back with one of my legs completely submerged, and about 3/4 of my back and part of my head in the fucking water. That scared the shit out of me. Fortunately, the rest of the ice didn't break, so I just kind of rolled over right out of it. I think I would have been a lot more fucked if I had gone through, because I think the hardest part about falling into the ice water is trying to get back out. But, so that scared the shit out of me, really.
Did you poop a little?
No, it didn't. I'm sorry, not literally. It didn't literally scare the shit out of me. It literally scared the hell out of me, though. Because I've never done that. And I right away, once I stood up, I was like, whew, that was kind of fun. I did realize something. I'm not sure if this is good or bad, but I've had enough, things that should scare you, probably mostly while driving, that after something like that, my body didn't, process any adrenaline from it. I didn't feel a thing of adrenaline, and I think I've, used that up.
Oh, fuck.
So...
You've used up your adrenaline driving so much so that almost
falling in a fucking river.
Fucking river didn't phase you?
No, that's what I'm saying. I didn't get the boost. Things didn't slow down at all. I didn't get the blood flowing and that crazy feeling that adrenaline brings. It was just that was interesting.
Were you sipping some Mighty Red Imperial Red Ale at that time?
I wasn't.
Okay.
I would say I was totally sober, but we did, chug a beer each, an hour before that. I'm not saying it impaired my judgment, because of one beer. But, honestly, I was kind of asking for it.
Susie!
Nobody that grows up in this area in their right mind should be walking, like that next to standing water on ice. So it was pretty stupid of me, and I learned a lesson. I had some fun. I realized I don't have any more adrenaline left. And yeah, so then we were stuck between that little area and another part of the river going under the interstate. And I knew that definitely wasn't a safe idea to cross with all the melting and stuff because of the runoff from the road. So we're stuck there with some very tall banks, so we actually had to lift the four-wheeler and snowmobile up individually a couple times to get them up from the bank and then up another ledge through snowdrifts into a field where we could finally leave, all the while I'm soaked. It was like another hour and a half before I got home and got to put on some dry clothes. So it was a fun experience anyway.
So did you immediately strip out of the fucking wet, like cold stuff?
I thought about it.
Like I've seen movies and all the time they like get them out of their clothes, and they start a fire.
Right. That's the natural thing to do. The reason I didn't was because everything I was wearing was completely windproof, and I knew if I just kept my body heat up that it would regulate that out, and the wind wouldn't make it get any colder because the wind couldn't get in.
Were there any dogs or big, large animals around that you could cut open to like get in?
Why
and
do I have to cut open a
yourself?
dog? Jesus Christ!
To insulate yourselves, you know they.
No.
You can. You seen Star Wars, right?
Oh yeah, that wasn't a dog. That was, I don't know what the fuck those called. Galen, what are those called? Can you look this up?
It was somewhere between like a horse and an emu and a bear.
Look up the fuck's it called? The Empire Strikes Back cut open thingy.
You got your own phones. I don't have a clue.
You've got a computer, dickhead.
You understood those words, right?
No.
Come on, clickety clack, man.
I'll find my phone and I'll look this up. But no, I didn't cut anything open. I just kept my clothes on, and I think I would have been worse off had I, started taking the clothes off, because then I would have stripped down and exposed my skin to the wind and the cold
and the onlookers.
There weren't any onlookers. We were in the
Well,
middle.
what the fuck? I would have stripped down then.
I mean, maybe I'd strip down if there were onlookers. I got to show off a little.
A little bit.
Like, hey, baby, look at that. I got at least 2 inches going on here.
And look kind of cold. I don't even think you have that to show.
Alrighty.
That'd be cold.
So that was my long-winded story.
Quick, Galen, don't you fucking lay down.
Don't you fucking lay down.
Get up. You ain't pulling this fucking grandma shit. Next thing where's your fucking heated blanket? Get up.
I don't have one.
Christ almighty.
You want to get me one?
We need you to be loud and clear for this
I'll get
microphone
you one.
Because you say funny shit. And we need to be able to hear that funny shit.
I'm going to get you a heated blanket. I'm going to have it custom made. It's going to say something like bitch cakes on there, okay?
Bitch cakes.
Get up.
You lazy piece of shit.
Mr. I only drink at 11 a.m. on a Saturday.
I'm drinking right now.
Why don't you have another beer, Galen?
They're filling.
They are filling.
Well, for that,
But they're only 12 ounces.
I will have another, though.
Have another.
well, since you're slowing down so much, I challenge you to a chug off.
You, sir, need your own full beer then.
It's, check that.
Oh, yeah, that's full. Okay, you heard it, folks.
For the listeners, a chug off cannot be, you cannot turn down a chug off.
Not in this group, anyway.
Or we may throw you off the fucking balcony.
Well, we would, but there's no more snow to
But
throw
since
into.
we all love beer, we don't have to worry about that getting torn off the balcony shit.
That's right. There's no walking the plank.
I gotta wait till the
Type
foam
stuff.
dies down a little bit.
Fuck your foam. Suck on the foam. It's like frothy cum. Just, you're used to that, aren't you?
Oh, and
Not
they
yet, I guess.
don't know what a chug-a-lug is yet, do they?
I think they know what a chug-a-lug is,
I think
but
we can
let's
just chug
remind
it out
them.
of the can.
A
this
chug-a-lug is a fucking...
It's our own personally made beer bongs.
We
and
have our
personally
own-
named.
Yes, and they are
Chug-a-lugs.
named the chug-a-lugs.
Why? Because there's a song, I think it's called Chug-a-lug,
I don't know.
and it sounds fucking cool.
I just immediately, once someone said chug-a-lug, I pictured a beer bong.
Yep. You chug, and you a lug, and chug some more. I don't fucking know where I'm going. We've got beer bongs, that's the point.
And they are called chug-a-lugs, so when we challenge you, we don't challenge you to a fucking beer bong, we challenge you to a chug-a-lug. Galen is getting challenged for fucking laying down in PJs during a beer review. Get up.
I can't believe how full this can is.
I'll challenge you a fucking...
bitchiness.
I'll challenge
They
you.
don't waste any room here.
Josh and I will challenge you back and forth if you don't get your ass up, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna challenge you right after he does if you don't get your ass up.
This is impressive. Like, I'm not even kidding you right now. Like,
What? Okay, what?
and there's like less than a quarter inch of space between the beer and the top of the can. Like, it is. These cans are full. They don't waste any room.
These are a full 12 ounces?
Exactly. Like most cans, they give you like a half inch before you get to the beer. But this is like jam packed full. Like, I don't know if you could get it fuller.
You get your money's worth with Fargo Brewing.
It's called the Tauntaun. It's
What?
the thing in Star Wars that Luke Skywalker cuts open to stay warm. It's called the fucking Tauntaun.
Did you have to cut open a tauntaun?
I did not.
That's so sad.
That I didn't have to cut it open?
You could have been warm right away.
But, well, it's okay, because I was on the back end of lifting the four-wheeler and snowmobile up, so, I mean, the exhaust fumes helped clear my head, you could say.
Back to the chug-a-lug. Let's go.
We're at 35 minutes right now, just so you know.
Okay.
Good.
Anyways.
Ready? Clinkies on this?
Clinkies!
Okay, done is put it down and no little sound in the
I'll
bottom.
do a shake test on your beers to determine, how much time there was when you put it down.
All right, I like that.
Between you two and how much is left shaken in the beer.
Ready?
So I'm the judge. It starts when you clink. You have to have arms completely out, away from your face. To
Okay,
do the clink.
and while we're drinking this, Josh, you give us adjectives to describe your first time. Ready, go.
My first time with beer. My first time with sex. Well, let's go with the beer first. My first time. Oh man, was I hammered. Hammered is an adjective. Let's see. Disgusted too. I didn't like beer when I first drank it. I learned to love it though.
Holy crap.
Now
that's filling.
on to sex now. Let's see. I'm gonna go with romantic. Short is short an adjective?
I win.
That is so filling. I almost did it all at once.
Come on, Galen. You still gotta
And then-
finish.
Holy crap. That was hard.
So Marshall's done. He's the clear winner, but we're waiting for Galen to finish, just in case there's a technicality.
Oh, fuck.
That is not a light
You
beer.
got this. Come on, just finish her up.
Holy crap. This is way easier with a
This
bomb.
is not like see how many big sips you can take.
Well, let's let Galen finish in peace. So
I almost
back to my
like,
adjectives.
beat you by a lot.
Let's see. So I had romantic and short. So, I mean, who can say I lasted very long? I'm gonna say exciting. That stuff's usually exciting. All right, and now Galen's done. Let me do the shake test. Now on a technicality, Galen still lost.
That is very, very filling.
All right.
Galen,
Like, I was full from my last
I'm
beer.
proud of you
Hey,
for
bro.
finishing. Because even a
Oh, yeah.
loser,
This too. Here, ready? Okay, now.
tell you what, a loser loses, but you took second place here. You know why? Because you finished.
Short, romantic, and exciting. Oh, yeah, I guess exciting, yeah. I guess that one wins.
What
You
about
guys both
romantic?
had romantic in yours?
No, just exciting.
Oh,
You didn't have romantic in
what's
your
the-
first time?
No,
Is it a hooker?
no. It just wasn't romantic. I mean, I made breakfast for her in the morning, if that counts as
That's
romantic.
fucking romantic. Jesus Christ.
But that was, like, in the morning. Like
You
at-
stuck around to make breakfast. Obviously, it was sort of romantic.
Well, it was at my house. I also made my mom freaking an omelet, too, so...
I'm happy you
Just
said.
saying.
I'm happy you said two because if you said that without the two, I would start to worry about your Oedipus complex.
No.
You can't
No.
be loving on your
It was
mom.
my mom
She's
and
all
my
mom.
girlfriend and myself.
Shit.
I made 3 omelets for all of us.
So did your mom hear you?
Your
I hope
mom
not.
knew about this?
I don't think so. She was upstairs. I was in the basement.
Oh, okay.
Sure, she was upstairs.
She was. She's
She
on
was
the main
probably
floor.
pressed her ear against the door. Oh, my little boy's growing
She
up.
didn't even know I was downstairs. I snuck downstairs so I could be with my girl at the time.
Yeah,
Oh.
baby.
Hopefully she never hears this.
3
I'd
adjectives.
prefer that.
I'll tell her about it next time I'm fucking her.
Good luck with that, because you don't know who she is.
Your mom? Look, just because she wears a bag every time.
Man.
Ow.
Are you okay, Marsh?
Yeah, I'm alright. Unexpected, aggressive, and...
I would agree with unexpected. That's insane.
Oh, come on.
But I would...
Show us the third adjective. Come on.
Oh, Wait, what did I say?
Unexpected and aggressive.
Unexpected, aggressive, and mind-blowing. There we go.
I would go with those.
Yeah.
Both, 2 of those. I would have to go with... Yeah, I would agree with unexpected because... It just kind of happened. Like, I wasn't... Like, I knew stuff was going to happen that night. But I wasn't expecting it to actually happen.
And then?
It did.
See, I can't say mine was unexpected. Like, we've been planning it for weeks. We had drawn up a contract.
This is like...
Well,
like,
if
for me,
we had
like...
our parents sign it because we were minors. No, we didn't.
Well, for me, I mean, me and my cousin...
It was like my second date with her.
You can't cut him off
I'm
after
not-
he says me and my cousin.
Well, for me, it was...
Jesus.
Me and my cousin, we didn't know that, like...
We were related?
I did... Well, no, we didn't know that at the beginning of that we didn't know at the end of that day we would be sipping a 6-pack of Bud Light. Together.
And putting the P in the V.
No, fuck
Oh,
you.
I thought you were doing your cousin.
No, we're fucking drinking beer, goddammit.
No, that sounded
That was
like
my
we were-
first time drinking beer.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Marshall.
What were you thinking?
I thought you were doing your cousin.
You fucking perverts.
That's what we're talking about. The first time we fucked.
And you're
you
talking
come
about
back
your
in with
first
that.
beer.
No, I said fucking unexpected, aggressive, and mind-blowing. I did not expect that we were going to be getting a fucking 6-pack that day. It was hard. It was hard to put those things back. It was very aggressive and mind-blowing. Jesus Christ, after 3 beers when you're fucking like
Marshall,
13 years
I think
old.
you set this up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's incredible.
There was no cousin shit. It was a dude.
Did
Christ's
you,
sake.
Whoa, you fucked a dude your first time?
There was no fucking.
Dude, it's okay.
It was
if you
my
wanna come out
my
of-
cousin. He's a male.
Oh,
We were drinking beer
so
together.
cousin.
Your male cousin. It's okay to come out of the closet. Galen's about to come out himself.
There's
So
no
you guys can
closets to
hold
come
hands.
out of here. I was fucking just sitting
You're
over.
fucking.
Christ Almighty.
Well, you said it again.
I say fuck all the goddamn time. It doesn't mean I'm fucking every fucking time I say fuck.
That would be pretty impressive. I mean, how many
It would
orgasms
be.
would that be just now? He better go have a cigarette.
Anyhow, challenge this guy to a chug lug. He needs more beer.
So you didn't.
I don't know if I could have another one of those. Those are super
I didn't-
filling.
You don't have a fucking choice if I challenge you.
I didn't
I can
what?
sip a
So you
chug if I
didn't
want.
have sex with your cousin.
I've never had sex with a fucking cousin of mine ever.
That's good.
Maybe a
because
cousin of yours, but not mine.
That's okay. I don't want to know which one, but it's okay.
Okay. As long as we clear that up.
Galen, I challenge you to a chug-a-lug.
It ain't happening this time.
You know what the grounds is? I fucking can.
I'm gonna lose though.
It's fine if you lose. I might lose too. We can lose together.
I'm gonna sip it.
That's what you get for sitting back in your PJs, cuddling up with a fucking grandma blanket.
No, you don't get to fucking sip it. You have to at least try every time you put it to your mouth.
I've had. Is this the 4th fucking one?
Third.
Third.
That's your third.
Yeah.
Oh, I got an empty stomach, and I need another beer.
Marshall's doing good here. Marshall, keep them entertained. I'll go get some more beer.
Yeah, I gotta say though,
What?
my first beer. Are we talking full beer or just?
I don't know.
Just a
Yeah.
fucking beer.
They usually come in 12 ounces in the U.S.
All right, my first.
So your
actual
first 12 ounces
beer.
came when?
I don't even know if I remember it. And I'm
How
not
do you
saying.
not remember something like that?
Was it 100 and some pounds?
My first beer. Like my first full beer.
I passed one of those. I'm gonna start sipping so I can fucking wait for you to catch up. Yeah. Then.
You better hurry up with that first beer story because you're about to start a chug off.
No, I'm serious. So like, I don't know if I really have a first beer story.
Do you remember how old you were?
Probably 19.
All right.
I'm not even
loser.
kidding.
Well, that's good. I mean, it's not really good to fucking drink beer before your brain starts to halfway develop, at least. I mean,
That's right. Some of us don't have predispositions and we can wait.
I'm sorry, guys.
I think honestly, the first time I ever had like a full beer was probably like my senior year.
I didn't really.
I don't think I ever had like a full beer before that.
How old were you, Marshall, when you had your first beer?
Doctor, Christ almighty, take that over there. Okay, what's that?
How old were you when you had your first beer?
My first full
13?
beer. My first full beer.
That's
I was
my guess.
8?
13.
like 12. I was 12.
Oh, it's
12?
close.
It made me want to sleep. Like I didn't even notice. Get that fucking thing away from me.
I think he has a foot phobia.
A lot of people have foot phobias.
I have a space thing. I like my own space. Get your fucking feet
Get
away
out of
from me.
Marshall's bubble.
Christ almighty, either you're sleeping on the couch or you're sticking your feet in someone's space. Get out of here.
Yeah, I'm feeling
Anyway,
the buzz now.
first beer about 12. The first, it wasn't a 6-pack exactly. We just made it a 6-pack after we stole one beer after another.
That's great.
It was around a party, and people were too fucked up to notice that some little 13-year-olds were taking their beer one after the other.
Either that, I didn't give a fuck.
And
So you liked it then?
Special for you?
I heard that. I mean, like I heard people, drink my age drinking, and they made it sound so fucking great. So I tried it out, and it was not so great. It was not so great. I didn't care for it, and I didn't drink again until I was fucking. I don't know. Till I was bored as shit, and people were telling me again that it was great around.
So
8.
like 2 weeks later?
Yeah, pretty much.
You know, I think it's funny. I didn't start drinking till I was damn near 20. And before I started drinking, there had been people that I knew, plenty of them, mostly classmates, that had been drinking longer then than I've been drinking now. So, I mean, I'm compared to most people my age, I'm still pretty fucking fresh at this. But I'm trying to catch up pretty quick. Galen, you ready for that chug off?
Well, I was just gonna say that's
No, I
something I
wasn't
like
too.
about this idea of like this whole beer review is it's really broadening all of our horizons. Because I would admit it, like at the very beginning of all this, Marshall couldn't even stick his tongue out, and look at him now.
Why do you want
I
Marshall's
mean,
tongue out?
he's just in a way.
No, what's up, man?
No, anyways,
Keep
what my
those
point was though is
Fuckers away from you, okay?
what my point was though is that before this, I'd only had a couple like craft beers. I would say. Before that, it was always like a Coors Light, Bud Light, Miller Light.
Cider.
Yeah, quite a few ciders.
More cider.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you got Reds, Johnny Appleseed, and I had that frickin' Forge bullshit one time that Chris likes. He's fucking crazy.
I know a couple people that like that. It's all about preference, man.
Is it Smith and Forge? God, yeah.
That's why we state, what kind of beers we usually like. It's all about fucking preference. So people listen and be like, oh, hey, this guy gives it this rating. Well, he usually likes those. Holy fuck, there's Marshall with IPAs. He loves this shit.
I love IPAs.
So, yeah, I'm serious. You ready for this fucking chug off? You ready? Here, have that.
I gotta work on
Oh, Christ.
Fuck you, you're not working that early.
Hey, it's a fucking review.
This is the last one.
You do not.
You don't get to deny the chug off.
You do not. You fucking got challenged. Why did you get challenged? Why did you get challenged?
Actually, you only got challenged because I fucking could.
Exactly.
But you still got challenged.
Well,
I gotta be up
okay,
in like
look,
6.
We don't need to know the
6:40.
details of your
I'd say I gotta be
everyday.
up in like.
Galen's got to be up in a few minutes.
What time is it right now?
No, a few hours.
It's like 9. You've
But I
got
wanna
plenty
be
of
awake
fucking
as
time.
Shit,
No. Would Josh have
I just don't want to be hungover tomorrow.
let me I'm making a point right here.
'Cause I don't know how this beer reacts with me.
Let him make his point. Marshall?
Would Josh have challenged me? Galen, would Josh have challenged me?
I still can.
Would Josh have challenged me?
Why wouldn't he? He normally does, actually, because you're the guy with the predisposition. He likes a challenge.
Yeah, he does. Okay. Why would he have challenged me over you?
Yes.
Yes?
Because he does what he wants. Just like all of us.
You know, I gotta say,
Your fucking rationale is not helping me. Like,
I love where you're going with this, Marshall.
What did you say to your brother again? Your rationale is
not convincing me otherwise.
No. That thing you wrote one time, his rationale.
That was something fucking completely different.
But it was really, really funny.
You liked it?
I liked it.
Okay, well, let me repeat it.
I mean, I didn't like it on Facebook because I didn't
let him
feel
repeat
it was
it. I want to know this now.
His rationality outweighs... Wait, no. He has a responsibility that outweighs rationality.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay, there.
Marshall, I gotta say, I love your approach to this. You're trying to make a point. But Galen is 100% correct. I do what I want. I would challenge you just as quickly.
I know you do what you
let's
want.
make it a triple.
No, but I mean...
Let's say...
I challenge you with this.
Motherfucker.
Exactly. Now what, bitch?
I like this. I gotta say, though, Marshall, he has a great
First
point.
DUI I ever been in.
Is that you were like, what he's saying isn't being very rational, but it is, because he knows me well enough to know that that's how rational I am.
Well, I know that you do whatever you want, but I mean, I'm assuming...
You're backpedaling.
He's not a fucking politician. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
He doesn't like being wrong.
There is not backpedaling going on. I'm explaining something.
Oh.
And you're interrupting in the middle of it. Again, please.
Sorry, I interrupted the middle of your sentence while I was continuing my beginning.
No.
You're gonna have to backpedal that. Maybe you shouldn't participate in this chug off, buddy.
I agree. Thanks.
No, you're gonna.
I already opened your beer for you.
This may be affecting you more than I thought it would, okay? Now. Oh, no, I'm fucking good.
No, Marshall, you got challenged. You have to go with it now.
And so do you.
Yes.
Okay, good.
We're all three doing it.
But, okay, I was saying, I know Josh does whatever he wants to do. I'm just assuming that Josh, I'm assuming because out of rationality's sake, he wouldn't be challenging the person who's participating as much as he should be over someone who's sitting back in his fucking PJs in a goddamn grandma blanket, warming up because they're a little cold.
I love how you...
North Dakota, dude!
I love how you...
It gets cold here!
I mean, you need to be challenged.
Please tell me you heard that in his voice. How he's got this buildup of, almost rage going at Galen, and then it's like, because he's cold.
It's fun. It's
fun. It's perfect mockery. I love it.
I get along with this guy. He's fucking awesome. He plays disc golf and shit.
That's right, disc golf, the stoner sport.
It's not a stoner sport. For fuck's sake, if anything, it's a drinker's sport.
I'm pretty sure if it was endorsed by anybody, it'd be stoners. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, just I
think
disagree.
It's commonly known as the stoner sport. It's not even a sport technically. It's a fun activity.
It is a very, very fun activity.
Are we ready for this three-way chug-off? This is the first time we've done this, guys. I challenged Galen, and
I don't even know if I'm going to finish half of it before I stop chugging.
Continued the
challenge.
Say that again. On to Marshall.
I don't even know if I'm going to be able to finish half of it before I stop chugging.
Did you hear that? He's a pussy.
Because...
Yep, I'm a pussy.
This is a pretty heavy beer, and to not burp before you finish your beer is rather difficult. And when you start burping, like right now, you just want to get it all out before you even start again.
Galen, I'll give you...
Galen does not condone
binge drinking.
Galen does not condone burping.
Or binge drinking. Galen, I've got a tip for you. Since it needs to come out, but you still got to do the chug, why don't we bring the microphone that way a little bit, and we'll stand up while chugging our beer. You can sit on the toilet, and you can start, shitting, farting, whatever it is, to expel, to create
I don't
room
think
while
that's
you chug.
gonna work. I can't just open that valve and just be like, it's going. I mean, if only, right? But
It's just,
I'm sorry, I don't think it works
just
that
compress
way.
your diaphragm.
All right, cheers, guys. Where's the clinkies? Come on.
I don't even
Galen,
know where to begin on this.
Begin by opening your beer.
I already opened my beer. You're opening another.
Okay, are we
No,
ready?
you have to start with a full beer.
Does this? You can see it.
Let me see.
It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's full.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's full.
I haven't even sipped it yet.
Yeah,
And you're trying to accuse me of not having a full beer,
I
Josh?
can't tell from over here.
I just opened it less than 3 minutes ago.
You want to
Galen,
suck my dick?
Galen, we care for you, man.
Sorry.
We're just trying to get you
I
to
will not
enjoy
take
as
that.
much beer as you possibly can before you got to get up to some shitty ass fucking job and help somebody else make some fucking money for themselves while putting yourself a little more in debt. Okay.
Hey man, I
Here we go. Clinkies.
Clickies.
I can't even see the top of your beer. I think you need a
No,
fresh
I'm
one.
serious. It's pretty good.
No, he just
That's
opened
not.
Fuck's sake!
It's down here.
Feel it.
It's down there, though.
What the? Well, he took a drink.
I've been drinking this fucking.
Because
Okay,
he's
here.
waiting for us. Yeah, he's opening a fresh one. He's got.
Now it's fair.
I got a
Marshall
damn
is-
near full beer, and now I'm gonna open a full beer just to help Mr. Galen feel better about himself and
Marshall
making
is
some
a
other
true
person rich.
I'm gonna be amazed if I actually win this, because I'm gonna try.
Everybody, prepare for a moment of silence after we clink, because we're gonna be chugging.
Clinkies.
This is hard. Oh, Jesus. I have like one last
Jesus
swallow left. I almost did it, but I couldn't.
Say that again.
Almost.
I almost did it all in one shot, but I couldn't. Too much air built up.
First loser says no. Just kidding.
I got one swallow left, and that's it. But holy crap, that's filling.
Fucking A. It is.
I know what you mean.
There's not even enough room for carbonation in that beer.
Oh fuck! Like I think that's why it's less carbonated. Marshall is. You chug that fucker. You're still. I think that's the right word. Yeah. Whew.
Holy crap. I'm still fucking going.
Yeah. Fuck it. Just. So that was.
There's a shiny thing in the wall.
You're a shiny thing in the wall.
1 foot up, 1 foot over. There's a shiny thing in the wall.
Oh well. I'll look at it later. Just don't puke.
I'm getting all the air out so I can fucking.
You see what I mean?
Oh, we see.
This is not a chugging beer.
No.
Actually,
Take it easy with this one, boys.
I get this feeling sometimes, every once in a while when I have to get up earlier than usual, and I've already stayed up a little too late. I'll do the only natural thing, and I'll either chug an energy drink to help me wake up right away in the morning, or I'll be a little more healthy with my system, and I'll chug a beer to help me go to sleep faster. I think that's better than chugging an energy drink, probably. But you do it with either of those, you just get that full, I've got so much fucking air in my stomach feeling. I'm familiar with this, and I'm happy with
That's
it
a
right
hard
now
one.
because I won the chug-a-lug.
I feel like it'd be different if we actually used the chug-a-lug.
Absolutely.
It wouldn't be so hard, but doing it this way is very difficult.
No, you're right, because the
You don't have the air in it.
I should point out, our chug-lugs are scientifically engineered by us to let the air out the back end, so we're consuming less air, and more beer.
More beer.
And I just made that up, but it could be
Hooray.
scientific. Who fucking knows?
It's scientific as shit.
That's right. We didn't even try, but we are scientific. So, thank
I
you.
heard you.
Galen, I'm very proud of you. You didn't want to follow the rules, but you knew better. and you stuck with the rules of our podcast,
And you added me in your fucking chug-a-lug.
That was beautiful.
And now you're mad about it, being a little pussy, even though you fucking.
I don't think he's mad. I think he's a little
Now,
spiteful.
I'm being a pussy, man.
I think Marshall's a little proud of you for that.
5 fucking beers in front of me. How many did you drink?
That's my third one.
Your third one? Half fucking full?
It is not
Jesus
half full,
Christ.
you asshole.
Check this out. Check that out, Josh.
No, it's like a third.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
But no, I think if anything, Marshall's proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Because you took the opportunity to one-up our game, and whether it affects him negatively as an individual, he knows it's better for the podcast because it's more fun.
Well,
you know what?
He may
Good
fucking
for
have
you.
to sit here for 3-4 fucking hours before he can drive legally.
And that's all
You
right.
can sleep on the couch if you want. You're actually closer to work.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
That's right. You can sleep on the couch, or you can sleep in Galen's bed because he usually sleeps on the couch.
No, I'm good here. I'm good here, man, okay?
Oh, you're gonna sleep right there?
He'll cuddle with you on the couch.
Oh, fuck's sake. I'm good. I'm
You don't want to
fucking
warm up
perfectly
quicker?
capable of
Just don't
cuddling with
try
myself.
to sleep on my bed. I had a roommate one time who was drunk, and he
Jesus
decided to come cuddle with me in my bed, and I was like, "Go away, I want to go to sleep," and he wouldn't because he was drunk and fucking stubborn. So I was like, "Fine, Jesus Christ!" I got him his own blanket, tucked him up in that, and then I grabbed my blanket and I went to sleep.
Well, I'm not stubborn at all.
That's
This little fucking couch area is fine with me, okay?
That's
Cool.
good. I don't like cuddling with guys.
Not just for that.
I'm not homophobic. I mean, I'd rather cuddle.
Hey,
I'd rather
What
cuddle
the
with
fuck
a woman.
does homophobic have to do with it? Where did that come in?
Cuddling with guys. That's where that came in.
Oh, man. What? Come on. We're doing the beer fucking review for
And that's a wrap, guys.
What? Are we done?
We are at 1 hour and 3 minutes at the moment.
All right,
So,
give me good fucking reviews, quick.
Put that back down.
Before somebody brings up
All
a
right, Galen,
goddamn...
show us what you got.
That was a good burp.
No, review the beer, not the burp.
Sorry, guys. All right,
The burp
so
was a 7 out of 10
I like that. I like that, yeah. 7 out of 10,
So-
I agree.
for the burp.
Definitely.
I just want to say this is at the edge of my range as far as it's not the typical beer.
What do you prefer?
Just let
What
me
do you
review my
what do
beer.
you I'm
No,
sorry.
you're,
shut
you're
your
right.
mouth.
You should let him do it.
No,
Shut your mouth.
Just quick.
This is
What
at
do
the
you
edge of the range.
What kind of beers do you prefer usually? And
I normally like blondes, ambers,
Redheads?
browns.
cider.
I like cider beer, yeah.
Come on,
And
tell everything.
And I feel like Bud Light, Miller Lite, they're all the goddamn same. Coors Light,
They are the same.
they're barely different, and sometimes you get a brand new one that's like, it's actually good, but it's like an occasional thing, whereas with one of these, it's a sure thing. I don't like trying to get the, oh my god, this is a good beer, and it's like a 1 in 10 shot. Like, I'd rather just go for the sure thing of getting a craft beer. Because you know what you're getting every time.
Says it right on the fucking bottle.
Because, I don't know, like, I feel like even though they're supposed to be the same beer, in quotations, every single goddamn time, I feel like they're not. And, anyways, what I was getting at, though, is, like, this is, like, the edge of my range. It's not a brown ale. It's not... And I even like red ales, sometimes.
This is a red ale.
No, this is a...
Amber is the color of red.
This is a Imperial Red Ale. Mighty Imperial Red Ale.
So it's a red ale.
It is, but it isn't.
It is. Can't say it isn't. It just is.
But it's an Imperial Red Ale. It's slightly different. My
It's still
point
a red
is,
ale.
it's at the edge of what I like. And it's a good beer.
Let's hear some numbers.
I would... Normally we do this off of drinkability. You get an overall and how you feel, your buzz.
Yeah, drinkability.
Even though this is...
how you feel on your buzz and
I got it. I'm not going to do it in the
He's
same
got it.
order for whatever reason, but the alcohol content in this is 6.6, and even though it's that high, I feel like it's not hitting me as quickly as some other beers would.
Maybe you should hit that beer.
So I'm gonna give it. It's better than a Bud Light, so I mean, I give it a 6. But I mean, I can't give it any higher than that because it's. Shit, I almost want to give it a 5 because that's not even in the category of craft beers. I give it a 5 because it's no better than average, it's no less than average. I give it a 5 for Buzz because it's not hitting me the same as like a lot of other beers do. Drinkability. I'd have this every once in a while, but it wouldn't be my go-to beer because it's very filling. So I give it a 6. I give it a 6.5. Flavor though, I'm impressed. For flavor, I'm gonna give that its own category for whatever reason for today.
Whatever, it's your ratings.
I don't know. Flavor though, I like the flavor. I'm impressed with it because this isn't the typical kind of beer that I would normally drink, and I really like it because it's a little hoppier than what I'm used to. It's, I don't know if I'd say darker. It's just more bold than what I'm used to. Like I like a bold beer, don't get me wrong, but it's pretty good. So overall, I guess is the category I'm gonna go with. Is what I'm gonna call it. I give it an 8, 7.5, 8, somewhere in there.
I like how you pull two lower numbers and give it an overall higher number.
Well, like
that is good math.
Because of like
no, I'm just fucking with you.
Okay, fine. I'll give it a flavor and not an
There's
overall.
only three. There's only three. Okay.
Flavor.
So
7.5, 8.
Marshall, we you know,
if there was like 10 fucking reviews or 10 fucking categories to go through, you'd probably fill them all up.
I completely believe.
So I can understand. I can understand that, man. I can understand that.
That we
Don't
each have
get
our
all
own
excited,
ratings.
right?
I mean, God knows you two go back and forth on questioning each other's ratings. Like, did he just fucking say that? You can't say that. It's fuck you. It's my rating. Fuck you.
Yeah. Anyway,
so I mean, you want to throw flavor in there? Fine. It's your rating.
I feel like with this one, I did want to put flavor in there because
that's fine. It's your.
It's
rating.
a different. It's similar to an extent, but
Galen?
not the same as what I'm used to.
Galen, throw it in.
What?
The towel.
No, the flavor. Let's hear it, man.
Well, yeah, okay. If you want to, you made a good point with the overall thing. So I give the flavor an 8, but the overall, I guess, would have to be like a 6.8, I suppose.
You don't have to average them out.
Well, you have a good point though. Like
you kind of whatever you want, man.
I made a good point, but I made it sarcastically.
Here's the required things we got. Here's the required, right?
The drinkability, like how often you want to have it, which I think I gave it like a 6 if I remember right.
Yeah.
Because it's a good beer.
Yeah, drinkability, buzz, and overall. Those are the requireds.
Buzz was kind of lower.
Buzz, and overall.
You can always expand.
If you want to expand, feel free. Just those three, at least hit those three.
I got those three.
Okay.
I like it though.
Did you want to add anything else?
I think I got it all covered.
Cool.
All right. Marshall, take it away. Meet.
Josh, go ahead.
Marshall wants to be last.
I'm still fucking sitting.
He's thinking about it. I get it. It's processing in his stomach and his gut.
It is. I fucking had to chug a lug at a couple of those to get this guy going.
All right. Yeah, that's fine. I'm set with my answers. That's why I'm delaying. Let's see. Buzz. You know, I'm sort of with Galen here. It's not hitting me very hard, but I feel like it's got that sneak up effect where you know, it's not hitting me hard, but I feel like it would impair me like a stronger Buzz would without me noticing it as much. And so yeah, for Buzz, I'm gonna give it a nice 7.5. No, that's 7.5. Why the fuck not? Because I say so. So, then we've got drinkability. What the fuck is drinkability? I know.
How often you would want to drink it is the
No,
way
I
think
know what
about
it is. I'm asking myself a rhetorical question.
All
Because
right.
I'm a little buzzed, as I just expressed. It just snuck up on me. Just now. That 7.5 just went to a 7.6. I'm serious.
All right.
So, drinkability. You know, I'll try any beer once. I like trying them out. I like expanding. You know, certain beers I'll drink more than once because I enjoy them. This one, it's not my favorite pick in the bunch, but I do like it. So I'd give it an 8. You know, it's I didn't know what to expect out of it, and I was happily surprised. And overall, I'd give it a 6. Now, the only reason that the overall went that low is because this is a seasonal beer. You can't get it anytime, and I find that a little upsetting. You know, I like it, and I'd like to have it around on a regular basis. You know, I won't drink it all the time, but every once in a while I'd be like, hey, you know what? Let's go back to that Mighty Red. That was fun.
I don't feel like it's a seasonal flavor because usually a seasonal beer is something for the summer.
It says right here, seasonal release on the can.
I know that, but what I'm getting at is like usually when you think of a seasonal beer, it's a summer beer. It's a citrusy. It's a.
You're right, usually, but they make seasonal ones for like winter and stuff.
Winter ale.
So
Sam
yeah,
Adams
I'm
winter
giving it
ale.
I'm giving it an overall rating of 6, which is, you know, bottom end of the high scale, simply because it's not around all the time. That would be awesome if it was.
Something I'd like to actually add to my review as I was thinking about this is when I was talking about the flavor and like how much I liked it, and I gave it like an 8, I believe. My thoughts on that and like the reason why I'm giving it that is because this isn't my typical beer, but the fact that I like it as much as I do, and it's not something I would normally go for, is why I'm giving it a higher rating because, you know, in all honesty, out of all three of us, I don't think this is the category of beer that we typically go for.
No,
But at the same
I feel
time,
like it would be an offshot that any of us would pick this normally.
Yeah, we would definitely pick it up randomly, but I don't think we would specifically.
No, it won't
Go
catch our
for
eye
it.
right off the bat.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
But it's still a good beer, which is the reason why I pick it up occasionally.
Yeah. So, Marshall?
Okay. Well, lately I've been going for IPAs. That's my mainstay. If I happen to have a Bud Light or a Budweiser, anything in that category, I like to have a tomato juice to go along with it, preferably Clamato. And let's see what else the fuck I like. Anything with a high alcohol content will do me just fine. If I don't like it at first, I'll like it in a few beers, I swear. Now this one, the buzz is fucking awesome. I've had like 5 of these fuckers at least. Yeah, help me out here.
Yeah, you had 5.
Yeah, you're at 5.
Okay, I'm at 5. The buzz is an 8. I'm liking myself and I'm liking life right now. The job doesn't seem so bad tomorrow, even though
It is.
even though it is that bad. Yeah, at this moment, I don't give a shit. Drinkability, 7. This shit go down. Jeez, it goes down so smooth. You gotta fucking create words just to let you know how it does. Taste is about as much as the alcohol content is per volume, 6.6. Overall, I give it a 7.5. And I'm just going to keep on drinking. Thank you.
That is the way to... I mean, fuck. If we're still drinking at the end of our review. In case you didn't hear it on the thing, that little crack, that was me opening a fresh one. The review might be over. We're not.
I got one right here.
I just like to say, normally I don't think we drink this much beer, so I mean, if we're drinking this much, I'd say we obviously like it.
I like it.
Yeah, usually we have
okay.
to have like at least 5 chug-a-lugs to drink this much.
Yeah.
And that's only because it's mandatory.
So I give it a buzz of 8, drinkability of about 7, taste 6.6, overall 7.5. I'm liking this beer. I would not turn it down, and most likely I'll be picking it up in the wherever I can find it.
Near future.
Thanks, Fargo Brewery.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's time we reveal the interesting thing about this beer. As far as the podcast goes, this is the first, hopefully, of many beers that was more or less given to us by the creator, Fargo Brewing Company. We contacted them, told them what our podcast was about, and they were like, "Yeah, we'd be happy to support you. We'll set some beer aside for you to try out." And the guy was very friendly. He's just right off the bat, he's like, "Hey, I hope this works out for you." So we're hoping to get more beers from local brewing companies going in the near future. We want to we want to let people know what the local beers are like, because honestly, most of our viewers are local, and it's very awesome that the local breweries are happy to help us out with this. And hopefully our ratings turn you on to their beer more. We're not going to fluff anything. It's not like we're selling out. But it is really cool that they're giving us deals. And regardless if they paid for this or we paid for it ourselves, I like this shit.
They're willing to help us out to help you out.
We get to drink a 6-pack for free. You get to know how good this 6-pack is, because we got it.
And if you've done the math, you know that we drank a little more than a 6-pack. That's because we took...
They gave us a 6-pack, and I said, "Hey, would I be able to buy an extra 6-pack? Because,
We drink a fuckload more than a 6-pack. We're from North Dakota, all right?
We do. It's not like I'm going to ask them to provide us extra free beer. That's just fucking rude. But they were still happy to provide and help out, and that's what matters.
And we thank them. Clinkies to them.
Clinkies to Fargo Brewing Company.
And here's the end of my third beer.
Third beer.
Hopefully you'll hear from us soon with more local brewery beers. We're out.